Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Digi and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the all the pieces are mine badge. Essentially, all the pages, the red light key, everything to get this badge, this big quest that we have. But before I keep going, shout out of the day goes to El Gato Cameraman. Thank him being first at commenting first. Alright, page 1. What you're going to do is go to the nest, alright? Once you're here in the nest, we're going to be coming here quite a bit, so get used to it. I'm gonna go ahead, go down this way, and then just keep going forward. We're gonna go ahead and open up this gate. Just to let you guys know, the pages do save in the game. If you leave the game at all, your pages will be removed, and you gotta start all over. So, don't leave the game. Head over this way, though. I suggest using some kind of light source. Jump over to this side. Ooh, money. And then go over this way, and there's going to be a small little area covered in vines. You will go ahead, use your scissors. Pretty much you're going to have scissors and flashlight this whole quest. Alright, here is page 1. All you got to do is hold down E, and then you will obtain it. Now, just a warning, you can technically keep collecting it over and over, but don't do it. Alright, next one is page 2. Alright, so head over this way to the Seek Chase. Another place we're going to be coming back to later on. What you're going to do, though, is head over this way. And if you guys know how to get there, awesome. You know what to do. If you don't, though, just follow me. And what we're doing is going this way to the, I guess, raft. The little wooden boat. And this boat is going to take us all the way to our beloved Seek place. Alright, so once you're here at the end, you're gonna go down this way. You guys must know this place by now. If you don't, it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all where you need to go. So the page is gonna be over here by the big windows, and it's gonna be on the right. Now there's actually 2 ways to obtain it. You may have just noticed, though, I was able to kind of obtain it through the wall, but if you want to see where the page is exactly, that's where it is. You can get it like this, or you can simply just go ahead, look at the wall, and obtain it through like that. So, it's up to you. Whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You will get then the third. Technically, it's the second piece. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Now, our next page is going to go ahead and take us to the under nest. Okay? And what you got to do is head over this way into this pond right here. Okay, this is essentially taking us to the guiding light maze. Use your scissors to cut the vines here. Go up. This part's always weird and like confusing, but right here, open up the vines, cut the vines again. We'll go cross over this. Again, a lot of you probably know this place very well. It's just where the page is hidden. So we're gonna go ahead, head down this way. It is a bit of a run or walk, whatever you're doing, to get to this page. But again, it is not super hard. Essentially, you're just going to keep walking until you reach the vines, alright? The next set of vines in the game. So keep going, keep going, keep going. Like here, we're going to hop over. Stupid boxes. Keep going, hop over some more boxes. Alright, now in this room, these are the vines. This means that you're on the right path and you have not gone past the page. You're going to go ahead and cut through these grass vines. Go ahead through this door right here directly in front, and the page will be right over there on the wall. Go ahead, hold E to obtain it. Again, if you leave the game, you will lose the page progress. Alright, so there we go. Third page, all done. Next one, we're going to go ahead, open up our maps, and scroll down to the outside, alright? So, I will explain all the other stuff later, but first, head down this way, all the way, and we're actually going to be getting 2 pages with this, I guess, part of the video, okay? Now, as we're going to our next page, what you're going to want to do is find the 5 levers. If you guys remember doing this for the mischievous light badge, and the levers are random, alright? They are spread all over the place. They can be pretty much anywhere within the sewer area, okay? And what's nice now is they have like a glowing red effect around them. Plus, they have a little sound that emanates, comes off of it. So if you want, you can listen for it and have a better visual cue of where this 5 levers are. So go ahead, find the 5 levers. Don't worry, I will show you guys where mine are so you have an idea of where these levers can be. But like I said, they could be on the walls, they could be on the pillars. They're not like super hidden. All right, they're very obvious to find. It's just the spots they can be in can be a bit, you know, wide and far. They can be in this little cubby area. They can, like I said, be on the pillars. They can be on the walls. There's just a lot of spots for them. All right, it could be over here at the end. But if there's none out there, then pretty much the rest are all going to be coming down this way. Check behind you when you go through doors too, because sometimes it likes to hide. So here's our first one. As you can see, it had like a little glow effect. That is your indicator. And then we have our second one right here. All right, third one's right there. Sometimes they're in these small rooms. I like to check anyways, even though I can see there's no lights coming out from them. It's good just to check, just in case the light has a glitch effect on it and it's not showing through. So here we go. Nothing in that room. Pretty much this is the last room. I'm just double checking. There is that one. And there is my last one. Once you do that, you'll hear like an earthquake sound. This door, though, is going to take us to our first of the 2 pages. Just go up the ladder. Our first page is going to be right here on this rock. Okay, you will go ahead and obtain it. Just hold down E, and then you will get that page. Once you've done that, then you're going to actually stay in this spot and now go through these rocks. Now, these rocks are a little weird because you gotta have to like wiggle, turn your camera, zoom in and move around. So, you know, just, you know, wiggle around a bit. It can be a little annoying, but there we go. I believe, yep, voila. And there is our next page right there. Go ahead, hold down E to obtain it. And then we will move on to our next page. I know this is a lot. I trust in you guys. Just follow along. If you need to, pause the video. Alright, next place is going to take us over to the nest. Okay, I told you we're going to be coming back here quite a bit. Now, this plot is going to be a little bit tricky. So make sure you pause and follow along if you need to. Go here to the left. And then what you're going to do then is go here to the left door. Go up. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't take any turns until you get here to the top. Go through this door. Then what you're going to do is pass this waterfall. All right. And then you're going to pass these vines. Then you're going to go through the tunnel here, the big tunnel. And then once you do that, there's going to be a left turn. You're going to go to the very end and take this next turn here. Go down. And then over there is our next page right there on the wall. Just hold down E like always and you will get it. And remember, if you leave the game, you will lose your progress. So don't leave the game. Don't do it. All right, anyways, the next page is going to be at Jeff's shop. This one's actually pretty easy. What you're going to do is just go over here to the sewer entrance or exit, whichever way you're looking at it. Go up the vine. Up. All right, exit the sewer. Go to your right. And on the wall is going to be our next page. There it is. Voila. Okay, so that one is one of the easiest ones for sure. So there we go. We now have our next page. That's the 7th page we have. Now, things are going to get a little bit more time consuming. We're going to go back to Seek's Chase. And we're going to go back to Seek's Place. I sound like a rhyme there. Alright, so once you get to Sally, what you're going to do is just talk to her or yap. Mostly her yapping. And she is going to eventually, at some point, give you a 3-digit code. It is a random number for everybody. It is never the same. And it's not the same, okay? So don't copy my code. My code will be different than your code. And there is just a small chance that she's going to tell you that 3-digit code. So go ahead, Just sit there, listen to her yap until she gives you the 3-digit code. All right, so here is my code, all right? So, yeah, thank goodness. It is a lot of yapping, trust me. That's probably the most time-consuming, one of the 2 time-consuming parts of this badge quest. But head up here, put in the code. Oh, my stupid head, get out of the way. All right, so put in my code, 892, press the green confirm button, Yahoo! And there is our next page. Okay, so go ahead, hold E to obtain it, and then we'll move on to our next page, which is, man, it is crazy, guys. Okay, so open up your map. We're going to the under nest. Now, I'm just going to show you guys what we're trying to do. All right, you don't actually have to come here if you want to, but what we're doing is going over here to get 4 more batteries. There's already 4 that start in this. Now, before you can even go and collect the batteries, you need to get the battery pack, all right? The battery pack is going to be in Jeff's shop, and it's actually very easy to find. It is right here by the human sign. Go ahead, hold down E, and then you will have it in your inventory. Essentially, what you're doing is getting the 4 batteries, and it's going into there. Once you have that, then you can go ahead to the nest, and this is where it gets crazy. All the batteries are all in different spots. There's like 7 locations. One of the locations are here on these boxes, right where you spawn in on the map. I don't know all the spots, so they could be over here. But what's great about them is they have a red glowing effect. As you can see here, mine is on these boxes, and there's 4 of them. So 1 of 4 there. And then they can be 2 actually on these 2 boxes. Now these boxes are annoying, especially this part. This one is very difficult to get. You kind of have to spam jump and hold and spam E until it goes into your battery pack. And make sure you have the thing equipped to then put the batteries in. Alright, so once you've got that, I've got 3 of 4. I will show you guys the other locations though of the batteries. So one of the locations, again, they could be anywhere. But what I've noticed is that most of them are on the tables or on boxes. They're not just in lockers or on the ground. The other location is across the bridge here, going through the door, and it could be on this table or any of these tables. I've always seen it on that table though. Then what you're going to do, another location is going to be over this way. You can go over to the left or to the right. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the one on the right side actually. Just keep going down this catwalk. Just do a little jumpy. Go over here to your left, and then left again. And it can actually be on one of these tables as well. Again, it's got a glowing red effect, so you can see it easier. Now, the other spot, going back towards the bridge and going to the other side, you will see a cat poster. Go through this door, and it can be on this table as well. My recommendations is not to reset or to leave the map and rejoin the map, okay? Because it can actually maybe bug out the game, and then you have to do this all over again. It does not save your progress. It does not save it. So, don't do what I just did. Just run back and do it again. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, just don't leave the map, okay? But our next location, go here to your left, and then go ahead, keep going forward. You're going to go left and down a little bit, like so. And then you're going to keep going forward. Keep going forward. It can be. Right here is my last one on this table. So, I got all 4 of mine. But again, I will show you guys where the other ones are. Alright, so another location you can find the battery is over this way. And then go to your left. And then we're going to go over to our left again. Through this door. Go up the hill like this. Like so. I have a lift, apparently. Then you're going to go past the waterfall. We're going to go past the vines. Then we're going to go through the tunnel here. The big tunnel. And then what you're going to do is go this way. And then it could be on that table. It can be in here maybe, but I doubt it. But then you're going to be in the, I like to call it the fish area. It could be on these tables, okay? I don't think I've seen it by the dummy, but it could be on one of these tables as well. Now, once you've got all 4 of your batteries, head back this way, or head back to under nest V2, come back to the radio, and insert your batteries into it. Now, once you put the batteries in and activate the radio, you're going to hear this Morse code. Okay. And then, boom. So, Morse code is dots, dots, and dashes, and dashes. That's pretty much what it is. And you're going to be getting a 3-digit code from this Morse. Now, I'm going to try to explain as best as I can how to do this. Dash, 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 dot, dot. Okay, so the dots are like really quick. They're like almost like poking. Okay, so dot, dot, dash, 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 dot, dot. Okay, so that's how you can tell the difference. Now, my recommendation is to go to a Morse code translator on the internet. Doesn't matter, just Morse code translator. And you do your dot, dot, dash, dash, and then put a space, dash, 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 space, dash, 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 dot, dot. So my code is 208. Now, the code is going to be different for everybody. It is not going to be the same for you or me, okay? I'm just going to turn down the volume a bit because it was loud. So, again, code will be different. Once you've got your code, though, head over this way to this door where you will then insert the code, which mine, again, what was it again? It was 208. Then press green, confirm, door will open, and you will get the 9th page, okay? This is then when everything comes together, essentially, okay? So hold down E, you'll get your 9th page, and from here, this is when you're gonna have to do a couple things. First, go ahead, open up your maps, go to the under nest. What you need to do is find the key. Now, this key was used for the guiding light badge. Now, the key could be in that spot. It's got a couple locations here in the spawn area. It's not hard to find. It could be in this drawer, or it can be inside the water here across this side. It should be right about, there it is, right there. Boom. There you go. You've got the key. All right. Now, once you've got the key, I recommend then collecting all 10 of the pieces of meat around the spawn map. Okay. Now, there are 10 of them, and they're also in random locations. One of the spots could be here. They're not really hard to find. You just gotta run around the spawn looking for them. They could be behind the boxes. Sometimes they're over in these corners. Yep, here's one over here in this corner. I think they could be in some of these ponds. I'm not exactly 100% sure if they can be in these. Don't take my word for it, but I like to check it anyways, just to be sure that there's no one hiding. And make sure you check your corners, man. Those corners are dark, and those pieces of meat will blend in. So make sure you check your corners, check your boxes. There is one, actually, there's actually, I think, 2 that could be inside of the pond in here. One of them is right over this way. This is actually the first badge area. This is one of the ways to get one of the grumbles. So there we go. And I think those are all the pieces of meat that I can find in this area. I don't know if there could be meat in here, but I like to check anyways, just to be sure, so I don't miss any. I'm going to check the ponds again. Again, I'm not sure if any of them will spawn in here, but if they do, they're going to be near the bottom and kind of in the corners of the ponds. There's one. Yep, there's one in here. Now here, we're going to continue to the guiding light maze area, because other pieces of meat will spawn in there. While you're in here, though, make sure you check behind the lockers like this. So, you know, pieces of meat could be there. They could be around the corner, right underneath the boxes. They can also be behind the doors if you're not paying attention carefully. They like to be in the corners near the wall. There can be one in here at the end of the hallway by the table. Oh, there we go. Boom. I got my last piece of meat. Let's go. I have the meat. All right. So once you've got the meat, and you've got the key, open up your map and scroll down to the outside. Once you're here, I'm going to go ahead and use the key first, and you have to do this process in order to get the 10th page. You're going to have to go here and unlock the door. We've already shown how to do this. If you've done this before, awesome, you know it. It does not save your progress if you've gotten the badge, okay? You still have to do this to get the 10th page, okay? So just because you've got the badge before does not save the progress. Now, once you've done that, go over here to the over control detected location panel. And you're going to put the festering meat on this plate. And what you're going to do is then read the text. It's going to just do this little, yapping. And pretty much this is another process to then get the red light key, okay? All this is very important. You can't skip any of this stuff. You don't have to do this in order, by the way. You can do the key, the meats, the pages. You can do it all out of order. It doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that any specific way. So don't worry if you have to skip around. So there we go. Once you've got the meat, what you're going to do is now collect page 10. But in order to get page 10, you've got to do all these things, okay? You have to. Trust me. So, once you've done it all, what you're going to do now is find a very difficult hole to find. It's kind of... It's not a hole there. There's a hole, but it's covered by a fake floor, which is over here in the castle area, or the outside area, and it is right here. You can kind of use your camera to see. Fall down, and you're going to be in this room. And you're going to see all this text around you, stuff like that. And then, I recommend, you can go over here, open this up. Looking for something? The red light key. I do recommend maybe getting a torch or another kind of light source. It's up to you completely. It just allows me to see a little closer when I have a torch. But yeah, this corner here, you're going to kind of just go through it like so. Boom. And then you're going to find the red light key. You're going to go ahead and obtain it. And boom. Now you've got the key. What you're going to do then is take this key to the control room. And now you guys might remember doing this for the page hunter. This is essentially the same process, but the end of the whole badge quest. Go here into Mischievous Light's room. Go through this wall here. You can kind of see how it goes. See? Boom. There we are. Like so. And then you're going to go ahead and use this key to then open up the door. Once you do that, you will get a cutscene.
What are you doing here? You should have asked for permission first, but I know what you're really trying to do. Trying to collect all the pieces, huh? Those papers, they're about the future. You're not supposed to know about any of it. Even if we've all been through that mess already, you probably haven't. I once lost my mind over one of those papers. That was the moment I became fully self-aware and saw what was coming. Here, let me get the paper for you. You've been collecting them, haven't you? Trying to piece it all together. Just remember, it's all about the future, and the future hurts. Think of this as a spoiler warning. That's all I'm giving you. Next time, try asking before entering my room. There's a reason I keep that door shut. Goodbye.
But then you'll get all the pieces or mine badge, and just like that, you have completed it. Anyways, everyone, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe down below, and join the badge hunting squad today. Use star code Digi whenever you buy Robux or Premium. And as always, stay awesome, stay cool, and go out badge hunting. Bye-bye.